Alright, what's up guys? I just did a little chat with some nice girls from the Netherlands, but I was doing my yoga and I figured I might as well just put this on YouTube. I already did one side. What I like to do is I do everything on one side and then I do the same thing on the other side. So I already did one half of my body, so just imagine doing the same thing on the other side. So basically, you can't really see me, my legs here. Okay, so squat, and then we're gonna go this way. So Bikram triangle to triangle. And I go pretty fast. This is my personal program. You can do the same thing slower. And then revolve triangle. And then side angle. Revolve side angle. Warrior 2. Warrior 1. Warrior 3. And then, I don't know what this one's called, leg out to the side. And then catch the foot. Exhale, bring it forward. Catch the foot with both hands, inhale, stand up tall. Exhale, fold. And then dancer pose. Tree, coming in a tree. And then standing half lotus. Try to make the bind. And then squat as low as you can, release the bind. It's not really an instructional video necessarily, I guess. More of a inspirational video. Okay, and then squat. Toes face each other. I don't have the best angle here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Reach the arms behind your back. Interlock the fingers. Stretch the anterior deltoids. Switch the fingers so the other one's on top. And then reverse namaste. Don't force this one. I've actually overstretched in the past doing this. Inhale, come up. Release. Chair pose. And then I come down on the ground. I'm going to have to move you guys. If you can. Even though no one's watching. Alright, and then bunch of crap in here. Okay, so this one, I love this one, camel pose. And then come down onto your elbows. Head touches the floor. Reach the hands over the head. And then use your elbows underneath you to lift back up. Come up slowly. You get a head rush if you don't. Come back up. And then downward dog. Reach one leg up. Fire hydrant. Big wide circle out to the side, and then set the foot down between your hands. Scoot the back foot back. Runner's lunge. Back knee down, top of the foot flat. Inhale the arms off. And then hands back on the floor. Set the outside of the knee down. Let me turn this off. For pigeon pose. Of course, you can do all this much slower. This is just my pace right now. And then exhale down for sleeping pigeon. And then, I don't know what this one's called, but you catch the back foot. Inhale the arm up and over. Try and make the bind. Obviously, I can't do the full expression on a lot of poses, but just reach for it. And then wrap your back leg around to the front and stack your knees on top of each other. And then stack the ankle on top of the knee and try and reach the top knee down to the bottom ankle. Lincoln logs. I'm still really tight in my hips. After years of yoga. Takes a while. And now half lotus. And during yoga, you want to use Ujjayi breathing. So it's I'm sort of forgetting too because of talking to you guys. Okay, so then come up in a horse pose. So use your back leg as a kickstand. And then sometimes I make the bind, sometimes I don't. For this one. And then full lotus on this side. And release lotus. Top lotus foot, sole flat on the floor. Inhale the same arm up, forward and around in a big circle around the shin. And then try and make the bind behind your back with your other hand. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, full Marichiyasana. And release that, go into Marichiyasana B, or the Beauty Queen. So you just bring this arm on the outside of the knee, inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. One of my favorites is the twist, man. They just wring everything out. Feels so good. And then come out of that. Let your knee fall down to the side, Janu Shirshasana. Exhale, fold over the straight leg. And then take the shin and the top of the foot on the ground. So you kind of tuck this leg under here. And then try and sit both sit bones on the floor. Sit up tall. And then try and catch the foot. And then stretch it out 45 degrees from you. I can't straighten my leg yet, but maybe you can. And then pull this leg back like a bow and arrow. Ooh. And then set it in half lotus as high as you can. Inhale, reach the same arm up. And then exhale, wrap it around the back. Try and catch the big toe. And then inhale the other arm up. Exhale, bring that hand down, big wide circle, catch the opposite knee. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Look with your eyeballs as far to the side as you can as well. Stretch your eye muscles. Inhale, come forward, release the bind. And then set this foot in front of you, and then we come right back into downward dog. So you bring hands up, shoulder width, tuck the back toes under, reach the back foot back. So now, like I was telling you, I do everything on one side and then everything on the other side. But in standing, I had already done one side before I started filming this. So this time you guys will see me do both sides. So now I lift my other leg up, and then fire hydrant. And then reach that leg around as big a circle as you can. Set it between your hands, and then scoot the back foot back for runner's lunge. And then exhale, set the back knee down, top of the foot flat. Inhale the arms up, come up. And then exhale, bring the hands down. Sit the outside of the knee on the floor for pigeon pose. Inhale, sit up. If you want to make it harder, you reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, sit up. Try and catch the inside of the back ankle. Inhale the other arm up. Try and make that bind if you can. If not, just reach for it. And then release that. Exhale. Bring the leg around. This might seem really fast to a lot of people, and it is fast. It's just, I've been doing this almost every day for a few years now, so it's pretty easy for me to move through the poses at this speed. So if you want to, basically the thing to do is just memorize this sequence. This is like my favorite sequence I've seen so far. And then stack the knees, or I'm sorry, stack the ankle on the knee, reach this knee down to the ankle eventually. Can't quite do it myself. And then take this foot back into half lotus. Sit up tall. And then horse pose, come up on your knees. This one's so good. It just opens your ankle, your knee, your hip. Oh, I love this one. I used to hate this one, but I love it now. And then come back down, straighten the bottom leg, and then inhale the same arm as the half lotus leg up. And exhale, wrap it around your back and try and make the bind with the big toe. If you can't make the bind, just reach for it. Index and middle with the thumb, grab the big toe. Inhale the other arm up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit up. And then put the sole of the foot flat. Oh, I guess I didn't do the full lotus, my bad. Do the full lotus on this side. If you do something on one side, always try and do it on the other side for sure. And then straighten that top foot. And then take the other leg out of lotus, sole the foot flat. Inhale the same arm as the flat sole up. Exhale, wrap it around the front of your shin and try and make the bind behind your back with your other hand. Inhale, look forward and up as high as you can. And exhale, release that. Come into the Vrichyasana B or the Beauty Queen. Just bring your arm on the outside of the bent knee. Exhale, twist, long spine. Look with your eyeballs as far as you can to that side you're twisting. The twists really wring out your abdominal organs and your spine. So inhale to come out of a twist. And now we'll put this shin and foot flat on the floor. I should turn this way. Inhale the arms up. Try and sit both hips flat on the floor as much as you can. And then exhale, fold forward. Oh, this one's hard for me. And then catch the foot with both hands, try and straighten it 45 degrees. And then pull the knee back like a bow and arrow as far as you can, and then set it as high as you can in half lotus. Inhale the same arm up as the half lotus leg, and then exhale, wrap it around. Try and make the bind. So if you can't reach the bind, or even if you can, it's such a good, just to reach for it. It just opens your shoulders up so much. All the pops and kinks and tensions. And then exhale, wrap that hand around. Big circle, catch the opposite knee. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist. Look with your eyeballs as far to the side as you can. Inhale, come forward. Release the bind. And now stretch both feet out in front of you. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold from the hips as far as you can. And then you can round your back and go all the way. And eventually your legs are straight. I can't even straighten my legs right now. It is harder in the morning as well. So if you do stretching in the morning, you're going to be tighter versus if you wait till the end of the day. But it's also good because it's safer. You know, it's harder to overstretch when you're tighter. Okay, and now come on between your sacrum and your sit bones and try and balance for easy boat. And then full boat, so your big toes are in line with your eyes, legs are straight. And then interlock your fingers behind your head. Come to advanced boat down on your sacrum. And then come back up, catch your feet with your hands and try and straighten your legs as much as you can. And then exhale and try and pull your face toward your shins and your shins toward your face, eventually straight legs. Okay, and now bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together, and then reach your arms underneath for the blossoming lotus. And now use your feet, not your hands, your feet, to catch you as you fall. So the feet, and that way it doesn't hurt. If you use your hands, you can hurt your wrists, but the feet are a lot stronger, right? And now keep your arms how they are and try and get them even farther underneath the backs of your knees, and then reach your hands behind you, 45 degrees, palms flat. Straighten the legs 45 in front of you for the Kurmasana, the tortoise pose. Look up as far as you can. And then come out of the Kurmasana. Bring the soles of the feet together. Catch the big toes with your index and middle finger. Inhale, sit up tall. And then scoot the feet just a foot and a half in front of you. Exhale, fold. Try and sit your forehead down on the insteps of your feet like a pillow. Inhale, sit up. And then legs out to the sides as far as you can for splits. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to one side. Keep exhaling, fold to that side. Inhale, sit up. Back to the middle. Exhale, twist to the other side. Keep exhaling, fold over that side. Inhale, sit up. And exhale, fold to the middle. I don't know if that interrupted. Oh, I guess it did. Okay, so now, forgot where I was. We did all of that. Okay, now, all the back bends. Okay, so take your, I might need to adjust this. Take your chest on the floor and stretch the chin forward. So use your chest on the floor and then stretch your chin as far forward as you can and then sit it down. Reach the arms behind you and then walk the knees closer and closer. Stay in your comfort zone. It's good to stretch. We don't want to tear anything though, right? And then if you're okay with that, you can lift one leg, the other. And then keep your everything how it is, but reach your arms in front of you, palms flat. Ooh, such a good shoulder stretch. And then release. And then come down on your belly. Bring your elbows underneath. And then Sphinx pose, so just sit up tall. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders and cobra pose. So keep your hips on the floor for cobra pose. And then lift your hips and knees off for upward facing dog. And then come into child's pose. And for headstand, I like to stretch out the back of my neck before I do the headstand. And then find the spot right at basically right in front of your soft spot when you're a baby. And then you put the weight on your head. If you're just starting out with headstand, don't try and go right into a headstand. It's the most intense pose of all. So just start by like taking one knee off. And eventually, switch your knees and maybe eventually both knees. Take your time. You might want to use a wall to lift up to help you balance. And then one day you'll be able to lift off. I like to do splits. Wrap for Garudasana, the eagle pose. Both sides though. And then lotus is cool if you can do it up here. I always do my harder side first. Tighter side. Make sure you do both sides. Ready to come down. And then come onto your back. Lengthen your neck. Just give myself an adjustment there. Bring your arms over your head and then use the counterbalance of your arm weight to lift your hips off the floor for unsupported shoulder stand. And then arms straight up, shoulder width apart. And then exhale your hands down, shoulder width apart, palms flat on the floor. And then bring your hands on your lower middle back for full shoulder stand. Try and straighten your whole body up over your shoulders. Sarvangasana, the queen of all the poses. And then I like to reach one leg down, out to the side, and back up again. Other leg down, out to the side, back up again. And then plow pose, halasana, so reach your feet over your head as far as you can, try and touch the floor. And then set your knees on your forehead. And then try and reach your knees down to the floor on either side of your ears and actually squeeze your head a little bit with your feet, your knees. Karnapidasana, pressure in the ears posture it's called. Okay, so now to come out of shoulder stand, keep your back nice and rounded. And be careful. It's better if you have a yoga mat or a soft floor. but just roll back and forth. See if you can get any pops or adjustments out of your spine. Pretty much got on mine with that neck adjustment, I feel like. All right, and that's basically the end. So the last thing I do, maybe I'll face this way so you can see my legs better. Okay, so then bring your legs straight up. That wasn't actual, that's my back, it catches the wind. All right, and then exhale your feet, straight legs over to one hand. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, look to the opposite direction with your head. And then bend your knees 90 degrees. And then pull your top knee into the same armpit and straighten the bottom leg out. I gotta go over here. I got too much junk in there. Cabin here. And pull that knee as far into the armpit as you can. And then pull the knee across your chest. Try and flatten both shoulders out if they came out off the floor. Inhale, come out. And then same thing on the other side. So we're going to take both legs straight up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist, look to the opposite direction. Bend the knees 90 degrees. And then pull the top knee into the same armpit. Lengthen the other leg out on the floor. And then pull that knee across your chest to the opposite side. Reach the shoulder back to the floor if it came off. And look in the opposite direction of your bent knee. And then inhale to come out of all twists. And then, so we'll get ready for Shavasana, the final corpse pose for asana practice. And what I like to do is drag your sacrum on the floor so that you have a long lower back. And then tuck your shoulder blades underneath your back without disturbing your lower back and middle back that will be adjusted. And then a great adjustment that I like to do for myself is interlock your fingers behind your head. I already did mine, so you might have heard the cracks earlier. And then you pull your head out of your rib cage or whatever, as far as you can, lengthen the neck, and then exhale and pull the chin toward the chest with a long neck. There you got all my pops. And then set the head back down. Arms come out to the sides, 45 degrees, palms face up. And the whole thing with Shavasana is to relax after all the activity. So a good technique to help yourself relax is to go body part by body part and just give it a mental command to relax. And hips. Relax the abdominals and lower back. Relax the chest and rib cage and upper back, shoulders. Relax the fingers, palms, wrists. forehead. Muscles around your eyes. Let your eyeballs fall back in your head. Relax your nose and the area around your nose. Cheeks. Muscles around your mouth. Relax your lips. Relax the tongue. Relax your scalp. And then to come out of Shavasana, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and your ankles, elbows and knees, shoulders and hips, spine, neck. And when you're ready, come to a seated position. Okay, so now the yoga books do recommend to take a break before you do your pranayama. And often I do. A lot of times I just jump right into it. So for today, we'll just do that. So come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. Be cross-legged, half lotus, full lotus, on your knees. I try to change it up. Today I'm going to do full lotus. And then start to become conscious of your breath. Ujjayi breathing. So in Ujjayi breathing, you're partially constricting your throat, so it makes kind of a hissing sound. It slows the air down and warms it up. Makes it go through your nasal sinuses before it hits your lungs. Moistens and warms the air. Blow all the air out. So I like to start with just regular Ujjayi, no holding the breath. Just inhale, exhale, back and forth, equal, equal, equal. And then next is breath of fire. So it's in and out through your nose. You can use your mouth if you have to. But it's an equal inhale with an equal exhale, and they're both forceful. You do it with your belly only, so everything else stays still. Your chest, your shoulders, everything else stays still. So it's just your belly, and you pump it back and forth like you're stoking a fire. So do you take a half of an inhale, just with the belly, and then start the breath of fire. So you can go at your own speed and your own forcefulness. You don't have to copy anyone else. I already feel high. Try and open your eustachian tubes like you're on a plane and you're trying to pop your ears. And of course you can go longer, but I'll keep it short just for demonstration purpose. Blow all the air out. now we'll go into Kapalbhati, the skull shining breath. So inhale half of a breath to start. But the Kapalbhati is just the exhale is forceful. Same as the one we just did, except you do a passive inhale and then a forceful exhale. So it's like this. Sort of like you're blowing your nose over and over again. So half of an inhale, just the belly. But you see, I'm just relaxing to inhale. And you can do it softer, faster, whatever works for you. Whatever you do, just try and sit up tall. Exhale all your air. Hold the air out. Lift your pelvic floor. And that thing I'm doing with my belly is the Uddiyana Bandha. So we'll exhale all the air out again. Hold the air out. Lift the pelvic floor. To do Uddiyana Bandha, just relax your belly and the vacuum will pull your abdomen up into your chest cavity. Before you inhale, push your belly back out though, and then inhale. Nice deep inhale. Hold the inhale. Bring your chin to your chest. Lift your pelvic floor. Release the pelvic floor. Lift your chin. Exhale. Take one hand and bring your index and middle finger down so you have your hand sort of like a shaka, but with your ring finger up. And then exhale all the air out through one nostril. Inhale, same nostril. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. So I'll just do a few today, just for demonstration. Normally I do all of this a lot longer than what I'm showing you guys. But that's it for breathing and asana stretching. What I like to do after that is the chanting. So I start with 3 ohms, and then I do several mantra chants, and then I finish with Om Shanti Shanti and some meditation, and then that's my yoga practice. I do it basically every day. So we'll do the mantra if you guys are down. You can find the lyrics online for the different mantras. So I think I've got 4 I do now. So we're going to take deep breaths while we do our mantras and oming, okay? So blow all your air out. Inhale deeply. And the Om starts in the back of your throat and moves forward, and then you close your lips at the end and you okay? So ah. Try and open your eustachian tube so you can feel your voice vibrating inside of your head. Inhale. And the sounds are ah, ooh, ah. Okay, then the first mantra is the Kundalini Yoga mantra. So it's Om Guru Dev Namo Guru Dev. Wait, there's Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. That's it. Okay, so blow the air out. Inhale. On And then the second one is Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya. So blow all the air out. Inhale. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya Mrityor Mamritam Gamaya. And then next, the Gayatri mantra, which is supposed to be the most powerful of all the mantras. So it's Om Bur Bhuvat Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo Devasya Di Mahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. So you can look those lyrics up and memorize them. Exhale all the air. Inhale. Om Bur Bhuvat Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bargo Devasya Di Mahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. And the next one is the Nityananda mantra, which I really like. It's Om Nityananda. How's it go? Maha Sadha Shivo Hum, I think is how it goes. Okay, so you can look all these up, of course. Exhale all the air. Inhale. Om Nityananda Maha Sadha Shivo Hum. And then the last is Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And then, of course, after we just stretched, breathing exercises, mantra chant, we're in a really good space for meditation. So this is an excellent time to practice meditation. But of course, before you can meditate, we have to learn how to concentrate. The heart is a Very good thing to concentrate on. Breath is also good. So during meditation, you want to take your eyeballs and look up and between your eyebrows. All right, and so I won't meditate too long here on camera. That's my daily practice. Thanks for joining me, and more to come. Have a great and blessed day, all. Aloha. My name's Hunter. I am the raw fruit yogi. Well, I want to be anyway. Still haven't got to all fruit, but that's the goal. You guys have a great day. Aloha.